creeping up B in the meantime.
I think it's kind of a cool. I think it's kind of a cool change. This Samdayong to the leadership role, man. He's very experienced. You know, not just, you know, a lot of people in recent memory will remember his stint in Na'Vi, but prior to that, he was on Spirit for years.
Yeah.
Like, spent so long with that org, and they were very, very keen throughout multiple rosters to keep him as a kind of fixture of that lineup. And you can only imagine that's because he brought a lot to the table, right? He survived kind of countless changes of the Spirit shuffles. Take this real estate early. Monte look to meet them here. There's a triple ramp fight looking to come through. When you dedicate this many resources over towards B, you kind of have to do something with it. So they will try and fight for the lane control. It's Boros and Demq getting stuck in. They get out with a double. The reaction from Forze is to speed up, is to power through this under-defended A site. And they get in. They're going to have a chance at the plant here and a 3v4 post.
Yeah, there's a spam that could happen on this plant. Forze need to take some control for the post, and Krasnal's ahead of that Molotov. Oh, he turns, and Shalfi's ready for that fight. Molly wasn't deep enough. Knew there was a gap. Forrest has one of his own. A quick flank not being considered. Zorti dead in the site. This bomb is very wide. Shalfi, if he plays back donut, he can't stop a defuse. They're just going to get on it. 10-second stick with no kit, with the smoke on it. And Krad needs a spam. He can't find it. They line up. And Monte will win that retake. Lovely round. An awkward plant.
Such a threatening team on this map. As you say, it's the sheer variety. It's like, I think even if you put a lot of time and energy into countering one variation of the lane take that they've got, they'll have more ideas up their sleeve, right? They'll have more to play for over here. This time, though, the first fight is won by Result. And so he's kickstarted this in a 5v4, 4-4s. We often talk about these academy players. Result was one of them, coming from that VP Prodigy lineup. He was part of that team, and they used to love a bit of Ancient.
True. Ooh, that's messy. Result with a trade. And he will go down after one more. It's just Samdayong trying to smoke, flash to live. Can't really escape Donut right now. Krad's deep in middle. He's going to have to fight for this one. Upgrades, bomb down on A, and they're going to hunt down Krad. Setting up for a 2v2 on the retake. Good odds for Monte, but Forze this time have chances to take powerful positions in the post plant. Shalfi's in a really nice spot right now. 1-for-1 would be lovely. Or forcing the fight. Zorti needs to live now. He's the man set for the clutch. Shalfi might get cleared. Samdayong looks aware. 1v2, no kit, on the clock. Zorti making noise, just trying to bait for Shalfi. I think Samdayong's worked it out. He needs his kills quick, but Zorti is faster on that orb and finds the shot to win the round. How does he do it, Harry?
These A plays. Why bother trying to play into the strengths of your opponent?
Dude, they're still doing it. Even though they got smoked off a ramp, they walk down ramp again with two more players, and they find a double kill. Upgrades and nades, they've got it all. Force, of course, elevate on A. But there's a flank this time. I mean, it's pretty quick.
The one thing about like the way that Monte approached this lane control is it's very resource intensive.
Look at this.
So it leaves them with gaps over on A. But this could get dealt with now. This whole play could just get disrupted. Demq, that's a double on a platter. He's only going to get one. Krasnal keeps it clean for Monte. Now just Shalfi left up in this clutch.
Winnable.
And 1v2 presents itself. He's trying to find his next point of contact, and he will locate Waro 2K. Oh, the spawn, and Shalfi farms them up. A hat-trick in the round. Forze.
There's not really anything you can do about this right now. The double smoke is in, though. Forze will use it to take red. So Samdayong will have his chance in the spotlight. Forze creep in. Samdayong plays for info, can drop the smoke when he sees a pixel. They might have to go through. Dodges the flash. There's a lot of players here right now. They're going through right now. Oh dear, it's a mess. It's a murder. Samdayong with a double. And there's still Krad here. Hasn't cornered. Ooh. Doesn't matter. Samdayong stops them in their tracks.
Yeah, that is a lovely sequence out of Samdayong. Very well done there. You know, they get caught on each other in the smoke. They get a little lost, and Samdayong uses that to his advantage fully. He just holds Mouse One and farms them up. And so single-handedly has looked to find Monte their second round.
Nothing like a minute save.
Yeah, these ones always hurt. There's that little voice in the back of your head that's like, man, I have so much time. Maybe I try do something.
He can literally plant. He can. If he insta-plants, he gets it. I don't know if he will.
Demq can just swing out and kill him.
He won't. He has not. There we go. There's a chance.
There's
Well, now Demq might just swing. Fate comes through. He knows there's more. In-store swords. He's on 2, and there's the flank of the orb. Woo! For a second, Harry. For a second.
Crad plays a very forward timing over in middle. Samdai Young is aware and ready for him. Demq with this orb is dead immediately. Need the trade here from Samdai Young, but he's getting pincered. They're out through middle. He's just trying to stay alive here. Playing Ring Around the Roses, but they're riding behind him. Shalfie grinds to a bit of a hole. He was hoping that Krasnau would save his life, but instead he's fed to Shalfie as well.
No.
And so that's a Forze round on the Force buy.
That's the most Forze round we've seen yet. Just brutal aggro. Crad gets through the molly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but Forze are ready. No doubt about it. Even Crowd on the other side. Ooh, it's a bit awkward. They'll just smoke it off. Take that 5v4. Now it's a test of Forze, a slower round where Monte have disengaged with a 5-on-4.
And one where, crucially, like, Forze didn't actually have the kind of bodies over towards A to throw in one of these up-tempo A plays, which is their frequent response to this situation. You know, with Crad leaving mid and going up onto the ledge, it left them with just 2 players outside of A, and you don't want to commit there, right? If there's someone sat back in CT and they catch one of the guys crossing, then you have like the bomb out on an island over towards A. It's kind of a done round. So you didn't have the pace in you to quickly, you know, try and take advantage of the early fights at B. They will still get in with the bomb here, get out with a plant. It's a 4v5 post for Forze. This is actually better numbers than they've often had in these post plants on A.
This is a hard round. Kid on Samdai Young, but no smoke.
No util either, so this is just going to be one in the fights. Jerry opens up with a double. Will get burnt out by Zorti. I hope that doesn't come back to punish them. Doesn't feel like it's going to, as Shalfie more than makes up for it. Lovely round from him.
Got spotted at elbow, but it's A anyway, and again, undefended. Krasnau just runs in, and they're way deeper than he's ready for. There's a big trade, but the nade lands further forward, and Jerry's over the top, looking for this rotation. Gonna hear it at least, waiting for the kill. Oh, final bullet on a random spam, finds Demq. And damn, Forze have done it again, 4-on-2. A is just so weak right now. Forze have exploited it every step of the way. There was no one on the site. Jerry's got the Titans on his gun, Harry. Get this wide smoke in middle, lets Monte get control, but Forze keep going through it with flashes or dry walks. Krad's again making a play. He's just going to swing on the timing. There's 2 players. What a shot from Crad. Still traded. Can Samdai Young escape before Jerry does the same thing? Again, just no fear for Forze at this scoreline. Morris has gone to reinforce A. We've actually got an A stack for a change, Harry. Finally. Right place, right time.
People here to hold Forze back. You'd like to think Shalfie opens. I think already you're a little more paranoid about this if you're Forze because of who you've seen, right? You just found Boros inside of the site. Usually he's leaning over towards B, and it feels like Forze have kind of pieced together that this was the A stack ahead of time as a result. You can see that Jerry's trying to take some space over towards this B site. 50 seconds left, so you know, there is still the world where the bomb can come back. Alternatively, I think once you see Jerry here, if you're Monte, that is going to trigger some rotates. That is going to start to shuffle this defense around. And so Jerry doesn't look to bring the bomb in. Instead, he tries to move through and take this control. Because of the routing you saw him taking, I don't think it will trigger a rotate anymore, right? You saw him kind of walking down through short. That suggests he was going to try and flank. Warrow's holding on to the main component, and that's where Forze are coming from. It's the only avenue open to them.
I like this angle. Oh. The boost actually gets past it. He can maybe plant if he doesn't go for the CT fight. He can make it to the boxes. There's a way to No, they just save. They just give it up. 11-2, surprising. They have the money. They have every reason to give that a go, but they didn't believe they had the room. That kill probably annoys you. Like, there was a player. Yeah, Boros finally gets a chance to show off his individual. He's been, as avoided, as you said, completely in the CT side. He's still at 10-12 somehow, but Boros, nice clear. Now they know it's B. Boros needs to do what he does best.
Krasnal dead immediately, and Boros can't find a thing. The B plate works beautifully for Forze. Now they've just got to hold on in the post plant. This kill from Demq, who's finding his footing in this round, does spice it up a little. Waro 2K locked out over at Cave for the time being, and Zorti takes one out of the round. So it's just this orb, and he'll be silenced.
They've even got a Deagle in the pistol round, for crying out loud. Jerry has bought a Deagle CT side. You don't see this one every day. This is insult to injury. Oh, and he's hit it. What a monster. Jerry disrespecting Monte in the second half.
Oh, Shalfie, a loud rotate through mid. Does give away a kill here and a route in, but the A site is well defended for Forze. 3 strong here. Result might be low. If he could get one out of the round on this HP, that would be good. There's the one required. Krad took one to the dome while this was happening, so the Deagle, the Jerry, might have to do some heavy lifting here. They're already out into the site. He's caught by some Die Young, and there's Krasnal alongside him. So Monte with a pistol going their way. Is this where they get their second win?
And also,
not the main point of buying the shotgun, I'll say.
Range. You don't get the like 87-1 as often. I feel like, he's gonna get it. It's actually the SMG to steal that kill away, and Result can run, leaving the shotgun in position. No one's here.
Yeah.
Oh, forget the comeback if Forze win this round.
One thing that's already scary as well is like that was a clear idea. That was like the double main setup that we talked about in the first half, saying that we wish
Monte never tried.
Forze have already attempted that in their second round of the game, and it's netted them this advantage. Ignoring the fact that Shalfie opened through a smoke with a Deagle.
Sure, that helps.
Ooh, he's going to try to do it again, but the timing's off, and Boros comes through the short side. Lovely little display.
Wow.
As they battle their way back into a 2v2. This was a 3-on-5 that they've now leveled the playing field in. Monte have got to hold on here.
No kit, and they've got to be ready for flank as well, because they've taken all this CT control. They know exactly what is going on, double checking it. Now that just confirms the post-plant play. Waro hits a banger, and Zorti, he may be good, but he ain't this good. 1v2, I say that. The bomb is in the closed position for Waro, but he's not got a kit, and so he knows it's too far gone.
If we could start having some of these like impact rounds from Waro 2K when he gets to don that AWP, then this becomes a lot more exciting.
Yeah, there's a world this could get interesting for sure, but you need the first gun round just to keep Forze in the washing machine. Oh, the missed jump, he hits his head or something. He got stuck there in the open. Molly burns, Result still wins. Ooh. Shot for Demq, it's a double. Result is surviving on borrowed time, finding a double and donut. There is a lot of control for Boros, though.
Yeah, from borrowed time to Boros time. He's coming in through the red room with the backstab.
Round the world. Jerry's being proactive. He's cleared B. At 30 seconds, that's huge info. And I don't know if you can even get this donut queue. You might just have to take the A main plant. Yeah, which allows Forze to play a retake.
I think what's kind of sad about this is like because of how Resalt's playing, for all he knows, they could already be in Temple. Yeah. So Boros' flank isn't like as unexpected as he probably feels it is right now.
But he has CT, and that's big.
All 3 retaking in through donut. They don't have a smoke to cut off the CT angle. Boros around in the palm of his hand here, but it slipped away from him. And so Krasnal's got to do it alone. They flash him over in main. They're making life very miserable for this guy right now. 2 seconds, they're on the bomb, and Zorti's going to flush him out.
I love how Forze play that. Even though, sure, it's off of Boros. Sort of whiffing. He had 2 targets. He couldn't pick one.
The site players over at B, but Monte are trying to get tricky with it here. They've lobbed this util into the B site. Krasnal even finds one through the smoke, but Zorti, the stars align for him. And what a horrible way, what a gut-wrenching way to have this one go against you. It happens in seconds. Waro 2K tries his hand at something here. Jerry kind of took the stance of, look, they can have lane. We'll go take the A site.
Yeah. Oh, the nades into the mollies in middle. Sundayung gets burnt. And now Boros, sure, makes it out mid. But Resalt's reinforced A. They're leaving B on fours. They're already trying to get ahead of this gap that Boros is attempting to take. It's an A split through spawn, and Cherry has the gun for the job.
Yeah, this is the perfect place for the Org. And, you know, if he deals with this red component, it leaves the round down to nothing for Monte.
Can they even get out A, though? Because Result and Shalfir here. An off angle for Result. Jerry's got nades. Be careful here, they're coming through this. Jerry recovers very well, and Crad was helping out as well. Forze ready to shut this down, and they do. A double for Result will finish this one off 16-6, and a stop